This program is designed to provide general information with regards to the subject matters covered. This information is given with the understanding that neither the hosts, guests, sponsors, or station are engaged in rendering any specific and personal, medical, financial, legal, counseling, professional service, or any advice. You should seek the services of competent professionals before applying or trying any suggested ideas.
Hey there, it's Brian Sebastian, movie reviews and more. So if it's a Tuesday, obviously you have to celebrate the arts. Always donate to your favorite charities. Ours is Dream Weaver Arts, Dream Weaver Artist Ranch. Better Vision for Children. That's Carol we'll talk about later. And the fun thing about this is I've been waiting for the show since March. Yes, since March. It's been booked since March. Lainie might not have known that, but it has been. Deb was always going to be on. Heather was always going to be back. I knew Terry was going to be here. Carol was going to be here. We're kind of going to all see each other next week. And the fun thing about that is we are broadcasting live on over 100 outlets around the world right now. And, iTunes 247 out of Franklin, Tennessee, where we have over 40 million views and counting and 800 million views overall and counting. And so the great thing about this is it's about strong women, not me, not Howard, you strong women. So going from Terry, going from Heather, going from Deb, going from Lainie, going from Carol. Who else is coming? Oh, Carla's coming in. She's working on, she's a psychic medium. She's doing a reading right now. She's almost done. But the fun thing about this, I didn't want to get into everybody's bios because you are all special. This is the night where you guys get to talk about yourselves and brag about yourselves of what you're doing, because everything that you women are doing is very important. So with that, if I talked about Deb, what is she? She's a chairman. She's a board member. She's a speaker. She's a #1 author. She has Let's see, 262 International Women's Day Summit. All off the top of my head, she has that. If I think about Lainie, let's see, she's a TV film executive producer. She does brand. She does partnerships. She does live events. What doesn't this woman do? First of all, I'm surprised that she's here with all the stuff that she's done. And it goes for the same thing as Heather. Heather is here early, just like Carol is here. You guys put me to shame. And I'm so happy about that because I'm supposed to be following you and supporting you. That's what this is about. And then Terry, with all the stuff that she's been going through, she's not going to mention that tonight. But here's to you women, first of all. And here's, I cheer to you. This is Apple something moonshine from Tennessee. And then tonight I'm having ladies, because I was saving this for Lainie. I want to have this tonight with Terry. And so I know Heather's having something. I know Deb's having something. I think Carol's having something. Terry will have it later. Lainie's not having anything. So I want to welcome everybody into Movie Reviews and More. And Howard will be in any minute. And hopefully he has good sound out of Tennessee because he doesn't have internet. So I'm letting the cat out the bag. So Heather, let's start with you first and we'll bring in everybody else. Okay, what do you got coming next week? And why are you so beautiful? And I saw the hair. Let's talk about all of that first too.
I mean, do we want to talk about my new face?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, do we see a big difference?
Yes. You're gorgeous.
I mean,
you look fine to me to begin with. So what's the difference?
I'm still very swollen. But yes, I had a lot of plastic surgery done and I feel great. I showed up at my hair appointment today with no makeup on, in my pajamas that I slept in because I literally was just like, it's raining and I just don't give an AF today. And I walked in and I was like, and then my hairstylist goes, you look so young. And I went, It was all worth it. It was all worth it.
We missed you today. We missed you so much.
Well, you look great.
Yeah.
By the way, I have to give a little shout out to you, Brian, for introducing me to Carol, because I'm in her masterclass and I just have to do this. Like, you're amazing, Carol, and that this class has literally changed my fucking life. And I'm serious. Like, you are someone that everyone needs to work with, and just thank you, Brian, for that introduction. You know.
Well, the last time you were here, Rebel was saying the phone was ringing off the hook in her studio. And there's a lot of people watching. So I know Stephanie Seek's watching or listening. Lisa, she's watching and listening. And a couple people in Singapore, they're watching and listening. A couple people in China, they're paying attention because they have their event coming in Berlin. So yes, how do I know that? Because I have to talk to them every day on WhatsApp and WeChat. That's how I know. So
you asked, what do I have coming up next week? Hello,
yes. Talk about that. Go for it.
Emmys week event.
Talk about it.
Yeah, so this will be my 4th event. Taking over as producer from the late Doris Bergman. I think I'm doing her proud. I always talk to her, and when I'm doing my contracts and stuff, I know she's watching over me. And I'm really, I'm nervous and excited about this event. And I've never been like nervous about an event before, but like, I keep pushing the limits, right? Like, I'm one of those people like, let's make it bigger. Let's better. Let's do this. What can I do more for the sponsors? Let's get fucking Today Show there. Let's fucking go, you know? And I have 49 fucking activations. So I did the math, because everybody who knows me knows I love math. I literally should have had a math degree. And I did the calculations, and I'm like, if each celebrity spent 15 minutes at each activation, or 10 minutes, they would be there for 5.25 hours. I'm like, now I need more escorts. You know what I mean? But it's going to be so good. I mean, I'm really excited about what I'm doing and the event in general, because for me, I remember how important it was for me as a sponsor, right? When I first met Doris, and I was putting everything on a credit card, and I had no money, and I just wanted to do these events, back in 2012, and all the connections I made. So, for example, I met this amazing chick at the farmer's market in Vegas. She has the best salsa, the best fucking guacamole I've ever had in my life. Like, so much to where like I pay her to deliver it to my house every week. And I just called her last week and I said, hey, do you want to come for free and do like a salsa guacamole bar? I'll put you next to the tequila people. And she was like elated. And like, that's kind of like what I love about what I do, right? Like giving people opportunity to like get in front of like all of these people, and just really make a name for themselves, because I know how important it was when I started. Does that make sense?
It does. It does.
Totally. Yeah.
Because I mean, she's like a mom of like 3 kids, and like, I'm not going to, I'm like, you know what? Just come, come, and I love doing that, when I feel like it's a good fit,
And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to help people with small business, because America was built on that. And we always talk about that each week. It is very, very important.
Like 80% of like people that are employed or whatever employed in this country are by small business. I mean, small business, if you look at the definition of small business, it's really not that small, So there's a lot of people that are going out of business and stuff like that. And like, I mean, I just met her at the farmer's market and I was just like, oh my God, this shit's so good. I just put her on TV. Like, I was like, I want to help you, and that's the cool part about what I do, is really helping brands get out there, because I remember how important it was when I first started.
And that's a good segue into Lainie. Since you're new to movie reviews and more, she's going to be followed by Deb and then Carla. Let's talk about you, Lainie, because I wanted to make sure that you were here. I was hoping that you weren't going to be on set or something, and something came in, And I was just like, if she's here, my hat goes off to her, and I salute her for all the stuff that you're doing, especially with fighting cancer. That's very, very important. Lainie, what say you about your career, and how did you start? Tell the audience how you started with what you're doing today.
Oh my goodness. I don't think we have enough time to go through all that. It's a journey. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's been a path. My dad passed away from colon cancer, so that's been something I've been involved in for many years. And unfortunately, I think many of us have people in our lives that have had that. So that's been something I've been working on for many years. And sometimes it's, you know, putting events together to raise money. Sometimes it's getting brand partnerships, but all those things are really meant to kind of help people without health care get access so that they can survive, because you shouldn't have to not be able to get the care that you need because you don't have the money to afford it. And that to me is just, I guess, similar to what Heather's saying. It's like, those are the things that really make me excited, is how do we work together? I think a lot of us want to do good things in the world. And I think we need to put whatever little bit that we can do to add value, whether it's helping a brand, whether it's helping a person without healthcare get early detection screening so that they can find cancer in stage 1 instead of stage 3 or 4, when it's less likely to survive. So, you know,
Can I say something really quick, Brian, about you, Lainie? So Lainie came to me and she was like, hey, would you be interested in raffling off 2 tickets to your event where 2 people can be treated like celebrities and get gifted for cancer charity? And how much money did you raise, Lainie?
Oh my goodness. It was,
like
I think,
100 grand.
no, but it was fantastic.
It was a lot. Like, it was like
Yeah.
50, or it was a lot of money. I just emailed them today to make sure they're coming, and I put you on the email.
Yeah.
But these 2
Yeah.
people paid for the tickets to come to the event, to feel like they're a celebrity. And that was all because of Lainie and raising money for charity. And I was like, absolutely, I'm in. But I would have not.
Thank you for doing it. It was partly because
I would have
you
known that was even an option if it wasn't for you. Yeah. So thank you for bringing that to me. You know what I mean? I'm happy to do it, but you are raising money and you thought of a way and we made it happen. It's all about you, not me right now.
No, but I appreciate you giving. It's a partnership. You know, she was generous and kind enough to allow me to auction that off, which is helpful. And then, it's a great thing. People want to go to a gifting suite and get all the amazing things that Heather has gathered. So it was a gift that she gave. So I'm grateful to her for doing that. But yeah, in my other life, I've worked in TV and film for most of my life, and I'm a producer. And I started out in the acting space and modeling space at 13. So I've survived the gauntlet, and now I focus on producing and also the live events, which a lot of times are for nonprofits. So been working with, I did Ellen DeGeneres' Ellen Fund and Hilarity for Charity for Seth Rogen, and Greg Berlanti's Hero Gala. His mother passed from lung cancer, so he's an amazing producer, director, writer. He just got a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame and a Governor's Award at the Emmys. He's amazing. So he was kind enough to want to do that to help other people. And he's also on the board of F Cancer. So I work with them to kind of help raise money and do those kind of things. So we're always looking for creative ways to, create win-wins, because hopefully it helps Heather raise awareness for her event and that kind of thing. So, it's how we all work together to help each other to advance whatever we're trying to do, but also to do well, do good things to help people along the way. So we all support each other, and these amazing women on this podcast are, a testament to, hard work, but also they support each other. Deb, I've known now, and she's amazing in the work she's doing to help other women and to raise awareness on all the things that she's doing and help these women with small businesses. And it's been an amazing asset to kind of get to know these women and the hard work that they put in. And, hopefully help them, but then they help other women. It's been a real blessing to kind of know them and get to know them and to see the amazing work they're doing. And they work so hard, but keep such a great attitude about it, which is inspiring to me, and hoping to do more work with them in the future, obviously.
Well, Brian,
always here to support you. Always.
I just want to jump in because I put out a reel that this was going to be magical tonight. This is magic, and it truly is, because each and every one of you are doing rock star things in the world to change the world in a way that I know Brian and all of us here fully support, fully are so excited about and encouraging of, because it's changing the world. It literally is changing the world, whether it's one life or many lives. And I just want to celebrate each and every one of you. Thank you, Bonnie Harris, for jumping in the comments. Thank you, Conversations with Carol, for jumping into the comments. Interact with us. Keep interacting with us, because this is powerful. And we don't even fully get it. We don't fully understand the power and the impact that we're having here. And I just really am excited about leaning into this. And Deb Drummond, I can't wait to hear from you.
And speaking of that, Deb, let's hear from Canada.
Carol, you don't know Deb yet?
I know Deb. Yeah, I love her.
You guys have met in person.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, wait, how do you guys not know me? Like, oh my God. Yeah, I mean, you guys are going to crush it. Okay, Deb.
Well, this is one reason why Vancouver is important.
Yeah.
Because of Deb Drummond. Go ahead, Deb. Tell everybody who you are, what's been going on.
We're on the fucking map.
The pressure of Canada being in the house. We so love our global sisters over here. Absolutely, Canada in the house. What a blast. Here's when you're doing good work, when you sit in good company. That's it. Because there isn't anyone here that can't say they woke up exhausted, but they put their next foot on the floor because you have a calling inside to do something like the right thing, right? And so the dance between taking care of yourself and taking care of others only gets easier when you can cheers with people that are sitting like we're sitting with tonight, because we don't have to explain how long it takes or how hard it takes, or when you take a hit 3 weeks ago and you're up this week and you're like, oh, that event was interesting and this event rocked, and we all know what that is. So it's a conversation that doesn't need to be said. It's just hats off to everyone that's sitting here, because there's so much that happens behind the curtain. I always say that, like, I'm super blessed. I get to hang out with a lot of really cool people on a regular basis like you all do. And the arena where I play it's so strange, right? Like, hey, a year ago, I wasn't the executive producer of the Women's Channel. The year ago, we were kicking off this incredible summit series that literally 2 days ago, we pulled our media numbers because we did a press release to go to Heather's event, right? And the press release, I go, wow, the press release hit 5 million in media impressions. So I said, pull our yearly numbers. I'm not kidding. I mean, this is the third time we're coming back to Heather's party. I was blessed to meet Lainie before I even met Heather, and we met through Angel. So I had Angel pull my numbers. 762 million media impressions, not including social media, in 12 months. But what that is, though, what that converts into is, how many hours has my butt been in this chair talking to someone who's super, no, seriously, come on. I've gained weight. Heather, I can't wear the same dress I wore 6 months ago because my butt's been in a chair. And we all know it. You're either skinny because you haven't eaten because you're working too much, or your butt's getting bigger because you're working too much, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is. But the work that I'm coming, the work that we do over here with 262, which is actually over 1,000 people. I don't know. We got to stop saying 262, 1,000 women. So here's how it works. So there's a group of us that are going to come down and rock out and have a good time with Heather and all her people, right? But We get together 3 months before the event. And why? Because, and Bonnie's on here, she'll attest to that. She's coming down because not everybody's ready to step up, but everybody wants to step up. And so the process that all of these women that they go through on the way down to Emmys, we say down because we're up here in Hollywood North. So on the way down is, yeah, we're bigger, king, king of the castle.
But it's true.
Is that
It is true.
it's a mental game, right? Like it's not just we want, it's about, our thing is about stand up, speak up, and show up. And it takes a lot of hours and hand holding and esteem building and confidence building to have women go, I'm good enough. I'm good enough to be able to go and hang out and do this. So 3 months of like almost like, self-esteem, business esteem camp to go there and show up and stand and feel good about themselves. Like it's not easy behind the scenes to do all of what we do. But over here, we're working with people's stuff on the inside. Carol, I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Well, I want to say something like Deb, like talking about just like how you work so hard to like help everybody feel so, because I have to say this, I've had so many sponsors like go, I don't know if I should do it because I don't know if I belong there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what do you mean you don't belong? When I first did my gift, and I have to put this, I have to say, like, first of all, we all belong wherever we want to belong, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's my mindset. But I'm like, when I tell people I did my first gifting lounge with one product, my coffee scrub that I was making in my fucking garage, okay? Putting the gifting lounge on my boyfriend's credit card, okay? Like I literally was like, I'm doing this. And I'm like, you have to just do it. And like you mentioned, Bonnie, she has gotten so much confidence, like just meeting you. Sorry, Bonnie, calling you out. But like,
go Bonnie. Go Bonnie.
Like we literally, like she messaged me and she's like, let's meet up in Vegas. And I'm like, I'm happy to help you in any way. And I feel like, just she and I and you and just being in that community of women that just reach out to us. We're here to help is so important. I think that's really what Deb does and what I do as well. Just don't feel like you don't belong because you do. You know what I mean? Like we all have a story. We've all been here. We've all done shit. Like if you need help, how can I help you? And I'm the number one person to do it. And Deb, I have so many new sponsors that cannot wait to you. I've been talking your praises. All right, you're gonna be busy at the sponsor meetup. Everyone's gonna be like, "Where's Deb? Where's Deb?"
Well, that's the fun thing about putting all of that together. We never stop talking about everybody, and that's a great thing.
Like we're building a good sense of community, even with my events. It's like it's not about like. I want people. I don't care if you do one event and you meet a ton of great sponsors and you do a ton of business. I want that. Of course, I would love for you to come back, but that's not my goal. My goal is to make that experience that you have with me and my event the best, to where you make so many contacts and you're working with Deb for years to come, or working with whoever, and you're like, you know what? I had a good fucking experience.
Yeah.
That's what I care about.
See, and your dog's seconding the motion too.
And Carla, you're gonna be there. I'd love to hear from you.
My assistant's coming in. She's gonna walk.
All right, let's bring Carla into this conversation.
Yes.
All right, Carla, tell everybody who you are, where you're coming from, and you've been on over 100 outlets around.
Say hi. Come
Well,
here.
thank you so much all for having me. I'm Carla, and I work, Brian and I met through working in media. I do a lot of the interviews on the red carpets. For mostly, I like to focus on like premieres, charity events, anything that's related to, say, like entertainment. Not so much, in the fashion world, but, I personally have a thing for all of the creative minds, so whether it's art shows, those are the things. And also just any kind of like, charity events and galas that are giving back to the community. I always like to volunteer some time to set aside for those as well, even if it's, just something that is more of a smaller local event. Those just have a very special place in my heart. So I, work full time as a psychic medium. I've done that professionally for about, going on, I think 15 years now. Like, I didn't realize the time goes so fast. Yeah, I was born like that, went through very intensive training all throughout my 20s to be able to really utilize and harness my gifts. So I tell people I'm not like your average tarot card reader or something like that. I've worked with, LAPD, other police departments for unsolved murder cases, missing persons cases, right? So very different than your average kind of like, oh, okay, is this person into me or not? I have a, big clientele that I do deal with within, say, that are very high level business people. So I consult on multi-million-dollar business deals. And then I also have, a lot of people, obviously, that I've encountered and met, like celebrity clientele that I've met through working in red carpets, attending events and everything else. But also do energy work. So, I do volunteer in, like, say, men's prisons, women's prisons, working with people that are out on parole and especially repeat offenders for like meditation classes, helping people that really kind of want to restructure their lives or to find another way that haven't been maybe able to experience such things or have the financial resources to do so. So one of the things that I do is, like, I do a lot of, social media and influencer work. I work with like about 30 different brands right now that I have that, sponsor, whether it's like my media work, all the different things that I do. And I'm very big in kind of like that content creator scene in LA now. So I work with a lot of the different influencers, preparing to do a few collab things, and then working with a lot of the content creator studios, podcast studios that are like opening up, so there's a few of those that are really now starting to blossom and like do amazing things out in LA. And I love that because there we kind of get to connect with people from all different backgrounds. And so for like Heather's event, especially, I love going there. There's been so many great people. There's several brands that I work with now that I met at yours last year. Yeah, because like when I put together the reels, everything,
I love that.
A lot of friends with, small businesses. And I like to try to do something that's like, okay, helps them. I know why they're there. So I want people's brands to have a certain degree of awareness for people to be able to see it. And it's like, I love just really supporting, especially women's owned businesses, right? I know how difficult it is for us as women, like, to just balance so many different things and wear a lot of different hats. So I really loved seeing so many like empowered women at your last year's gifting suite. Like, I thought that was just really a great thing. Oh yeah.
The one thing that I have to say about you though is you can come to my gifting lounges all you want. I need to know your workout routine because you're like ridiculous.
You look gorgeous.
I'm sorry. Like, you look so good, and I'm like,
you're so sweet.
How do I look like?
I've been having hair envy all day of you. I was looking at your Facebook because I was like,
you literally, it's ridiculous. So hats off to you, babe. Whatever you're doing, like, you look so fucking good. And I just want to give you praise.
I appreciate it. I go, Brian knows I'm lucky now if I get in the gym like 4 days a month, because between editing,
good for you. You're blessed. Good for
well,
you.
Heather, here's one of the issues is that she drives every place to go to all the events.
Yeah.
Good for you.
That's the problem. But I think the advantage is I was a fitness competitor on a professional level for so long. And I'm fortunate. I always say, well, I have a company that sponsors me for meal prep. So they literally every week,
that's so
like,
good.
on a Sunday, I get my meals delivered to the front door of like everything I need to eat within my diet. So that actually makes up for the lack
of promote them at my next event.
Yeah, I would love to. Like, the only thing that's hard is this one is particularly like it's only an OC. So I know they're a bit smaller. Like, I used to have one that would ship me meals, but
I can hook you up with all the OC housewives too for them if that'll help.
That'd be beautiful. Yeah, because they're great.
Get my number from Ryan. Kind of I'll hook you up with their manager.
Oh, thank you. They would love that because like they're pretty new. I used to have one, but I'm like obsessed with them. And then I also have like, an anti-aging doctor that does, my hormones for me because I have a lot of, hormonal issues that, run kind of in my family and stuff, and diet controls it. But the second stress goes off, it's like, I go into a kind of like my body just loses it. And so I think those two things are the like big key things. I'm like, if your diet's on point, I always say, even if you don't work out, it's like, you know, it keeps you okay. You know what I'm saying?
You hear that, Deb? You hear that, Deb? Drummond?
Well,
you're okay.
It keeps okay. Just keeps yeah.
I don't work out, and all I do is eat like 3 fillets a day.
Brian knows.
Perfect. But that's actually
Like,
just like
I literally, I mean, I'm not that bad for not working out. I mean, I got a little bump here, you know.
Carla, you're not only
Oh
an
my
amazing
goodness.
psychic, you're also phenomenal on the red carpet. I've
Thank
seen you in
you.
action. Yeah, and you
And I lost 8 pounds during my surgery recovery, so I literally can see like 3 abs. Like,
I love it.
like I can see it. Like there's
Carol, I need all your referrals.
Hey, let's get into
surgery, and
Hold
then
on.
you.
Let's get into Howard. Howard, tell everybody who you are, and I want to go back to Lainie for a minute. Go ahead, Howard.
Okay, I'm Howard Wiggins, Interior Design. I have my own look called Stacked and Layered. And you can watch me on Facebook. I post all the time what I'm wearing and my work and what I'm into. So there's a lot of things that's going to happen if you'll keep tuning into it. So Howard Wiggins Facebook, and of course, movies, reviews, and more with Brian.
All right, Carol, tell you who you are. Go ahead, Carol.
So I'm a neuro coach, and I close the gap, the wealth gap for 6-figure women going to 7 figures. I also work with the wealthy because the wealthy become miserable, right? And we deserve to have our wealth and have it with heart-centered alignment and fulfillment. I run retreats at my little boutique hotel in southern Chile. I also have the Unleashed Unstoppable podcast, and I'd love for you to just subscribe and listen in. We talk about the neuroscience of leadership, health, and wealth. So yeah, and let me know if you want to be on. We've had Deb on. We've got Heather coming on, and yeah, it's just super fun to put our information out there and serve the world in the ways that lights up our hearts and is super meaningful to us. So.
Terry.
Oh, okay. Well, since Brian's downstairs, can you hear me echoing? Anyway, I've been with Brian since 2014. They call me nonstop for several reasons. I also have done professional fitness competitions. I was Miss Bikini LA 2014. I placed second place overall at Muscle Beach in bikini. I've won several in PC competitions. I'm trying to tell. I really believe that your diet is the majority of it. I'm a gym rat, and the only way I get rid of my stress is I go to the gym every freaking day, like religiously. That's my thing. But I really, I have a motivation, to like really help or start to, and Brian knows this because we talked about it, to start helping women that are like in their 50s that have gone through menopause and hormone changes, because I've gone through, that's like the thing that's been harder for me is like your body changes. It's harder to put muscle on once you get older. And I noticed myself losing a lot of muscle, even though I was eating the right kind of protein. So the hormone thing is really, really important. But I really believe that you can stay as young as you want to take care of yourself. I also believe in plastic surgery.
I think it's a balance of all working parts, why not? Like,
why not get help,
Plastic surgeon if you need one, babe.
Yeah, well, I'll be calling you. I wanted, I've been gone through a lot of stress the last couple of years, like dealing with my mom that had dementia. What was it? You look great. You look great. I'm going to be hitting you up, Heather, for that. We'll be talking about that.
You look great, Heather. You look beautiful.
I look forward to seeing everybody at that Heather's event. I'll be doing the red carpet hosting for Brian. One of my favorite things. I just love interviewing people. It's just I have a blast. So
I'm so excited you're coming, Terry. Like I just love your energy. Like I'm so excited you're coming. Like for me, like when I see everyone at the red carpet, I'm like, oh. I look at all the people and I'm like, I love them. I love them. I love them. You know what I mean? Like I feel so blessed, that so many people come and support my event. But there are certain people like you and Brian and, Daily Mail and, people that I like have like a good relationship with. And I'm like, I'm so happy that you're here, you know?
I am too. I just have to say that Heather's event is one of the best gifting suites I've been to, and I've been to a lot of them. And I told Heather that the first one I went to, this is gonna be my third one. I told her, I walked up to her, I said, I'm so impressed with your events. Everybody here is so happy. Like it's a lot of the events people will rush through.
Vibes, right? Like there's we have A-listers and like B-listers, and then like, and everyone's just hanging out. Like there's no pretentious vibes. Like it's like me and Nicole Muse, who does my PR for the event, like we really strategically vet everybody that comes. And you know, of course there's going to be some bad apples, but we haven't had those bad apples yet, right? You know, but there may be, you know, at some point. And it's like when I posted after the Oscars event, and I was like, wow, now that I have a breath, let me post. I was like, there was zero pretentious vibes. It was just fucking people literally doing business, like working together, like celebrities. It's like, I'm like, I told Deb this. I said, it's like I do a gifting lounge, but I do like the event the night before for the sponsor meetup. It's like I'm doing like a mastermind on crack, you know?
And that's a great thing when it comes to that, because a lot of people don't get a chance to meet each other.
Yeah,
and
like,
that's why that's great.
Masterminds have we paid for as business owners to go, and we're like, I'm gonna pay 20 grand for this mastermind, right? And then you go, and you're like, I feel like what I'm building is like, it's not a gifting lounge. It is a gifting lounge, but it's like a mastermind PR branding event on crack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm doing all of it in one fucking day for everybody, you know? And
Hey, Lane,
it's so great, you know? I love
Lane, talk about this. I met you, you know, on a pitch party at Eric's event, but I really got a chance to know what you were doing behind the scenes at another event after Heather's. And I was impressed, and I still think about that. I was impressed by what you were doing, all the behind scenes stuff you were doing, all the hard work that I saw you doing. This is what I'm always noticing about all you ladies. That's what fascinates me, and to help everybody from behind the scenes. And I don't think a lot of women get credit for all the stuff they do behind the scenes. They just don't. And that bothers me.
You should have seen Lainie coming in at my Oscars event, because they shipped the bottle covers to the wrong place, and she was literally on the floor, like fixing the Una vodka bottles. I mean,
I saw her do it in the room, and I was impressed by that.
Yeah.
It's amazing. She flew in, Heather. She had just flown from Dubai. I'm sure she's coming back on. She had just flown from Dubai. I'm like, hey, she's like and you know why? Because that was her client, right? She would do it anyways, but that was her client. So that's what I think is one of the sames in this room is we go all in.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we go all in. We're financially all in. We're emotionally all in. We're vested. We're taking care of our families. You know, Lainie's got a beautiful family that she's taking care of as well. Like we all go on. Even Heather, look at, I've got a son. Brian's like Uncle Brian. I'm like, Ocean, Brian's coming to Vancouver. He's like, yay, right? Like
for the record, I'm everybody's uncle and father and brother, and I'm not even related.
I have a kid.
Oh my goodness.
But that's it, right? Like, look at how many people love your dog, love our family, love the, like, whomever is important to us becomes important to everybody.
I mean, he literally sleeps by a $20,000 red light panel every night. You know,
you serve him Wagyu beef. I mean, it's amazing. I love it.
Yeah,
you know, because
and
you love it.
when I go out to dinner, he gets to go steaks and Wagyu. You know.
That's what he's supposed to be.
With Lainie, one of the things, I don't know what happened, but one of the things that is important to mention in regard to Lainie is she's also on the board and has been on the board of some major charitable organizations.
Oh, yeah.
And
when she called me and she was
like,
she called me and she was like, hey, would you be interested in donating or raffling off? I was like, I didn't even know that was an option. I was like, would people actually pay to come to my gifting lounge and like be treated like a celebrity? I never thought of that. And
Yeah.
she's like, yeah. And I swear to God, it was like 50 grand or something that these people paid. And like, I was like, okay. And she's like, you raise so much money. I'm like, okay, great. You know, whatever we need to do for you. Like, I didn't think that people would like be interested in doing that, but she's so smart in like raising money and everything that she's doing that she came to me and was like, hey, this is a good avenue. Would you do it? And then she raised money. Lainie,
we've been talking about
Lainie,
you
we've
ever
been
since you
talking about
disappeared.
you.
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about the donation
everything.
you did with
Yeah.
charity that I had
And
no
the
idea.
boards that you sit on in
You know?
regard to charities as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very powerful.
And it's so powerful what you did because you came to me and I didn't know that was even an option to raise money, and I'm happy to do it. And no praise to me. I don't care. It's about praise to you. Like I didn't even think that was an option. And you were like, okay, can we do this? You know, and I'm like, of course. And you raised that money. You know what I mean? So that's
It was great. No, we appreciate you being so generous because, and it's going to be a great experience. It's a mother and daughter coming.
Oh yeah, I emailed them and I copied you, and they haven't emailed me back, by the way. So please reply because I want to make sure they have the information.
You do your business on the side, eh? Let's talk.
No, Lainie, that's important. I mean, see how much you're loved here.
We love
Hey,
you.
Lainie,
You guys are amazing.
You should. You'll have to listen to the replay. We were like, it was a Lainie fest, but
Yeah, we
You
were
guys are the best.
but I think that's what we were talking about. Like the one thing that for me with my experience with Lainie is what I was talking about before you came on is that, you know, there's people that you know because you get to know them, and then there's people that you get to know and you feel that next generation, like you're helping people, but you're helping family, and you can start to be real and like, hey, how's it going? You're like, you know how it's going. Like you don't have to fluff with. And I think that that's where that's where community comes from, right? That's where community comes from.
It's important we have each other because, you know, when you're working at the levels we are and working as hard as we are, you know, we all have good days and bad days. And it's nice to just be able to turn to another person who gets it and just go, you know, we just laugh. We're like, why are we doing this again? What am I doing with my life? And, you know, it's just good to have a person who gets it, who's a sounding board, who, you know, will just listen to you and you can share and also motivates you to keep going. You know, some days it's so funny when you mention this woman who didn't have the confidence. I laugh because not because she didn't have the confidence. It's just funny because to me, I don't even like, it doesn't even cross my mind anymore about like, I'm probably insane. Like I just put one foot in front of the other and I'm so busy.
We
Like
are
I don't even have
all
time
insane, Lainie.
no, I don't even have time to like think about whether or not I should even be somewhere or I even have the confidence to do it or why I'm even doing it. I'm literally just doing it and then I'll think about it later. I'm like, I jokingly tell my friends, well, we'll schedule the nervous breakdown later. We're just doing right now. We don't have the time. We don't have the time to even like process what we're doing. And then later you're like, oh my God, I work like 20 hours a day. I don't even retain why I'm, you know, it's like I didn't even have time to doubt myself because I didn't have 5 minutes to think about it.
All right, Lainie, real quick, talk about how you put this together. This is really, I kept this like this on a reason because I love this so much. I didn't even want to open it, but I'm opening it tonight.
Yeah, just open the
Brian, take a shot. You won't even get
Brian, you got to show that beautiful bottle.
Yeah,
open it up.
Open the
Take
tube.
a shot right now, Brian. It's so good.
So a beautiful woman who's
I need
a
more,
entrepreneur.
Lainie. I need more. Come back to
Yes.
me.
Ooh, that's gorgeous. Look at
Show the lid.
Look at the
It's
rose
beautiful.
on the top.
Beautiful.
Brian, show the top.
Shot.
The
I
top
know.
can be reused.
I was
Yeah, that's what I was
actually
gonna say. Is that a rose? That's so gorgeous.
Lainie, I literally kept
So
one
pretty.
bottle for myself, which I drank because I am super honest, and I'm like, when you send me product, I'll give it to the TV people, and I'm like, fuck, I should have kept more bottles for myself.
Hey Heather, I do the same thing too.
I'm always giving away all my extra stuff, and then I'll be like, "Oh, I gave it all away. Like, where's everything?" Right?
Well, we have to make sure all of you get it.
About
Yeah.
Oh, the 262 sisters are gonna drink that.
Yeah, it's. I have to give
Real
credit
quick,
to Letty. Yeah,
we only got a
Yeah.
couple minutes left. Deb, you got to talk about what happened in Vancouver real quick. Go ahead.
Vancouver was absolutely spectacular. Lainey helped give us great advice to make it that way. You know what? We went all in. We went all in. And all the women that are piping in right now, they were all there. It was a red carpet, fashion, streetwear, art installation. We did so many surprises. Like the models was a dance troupe and nobody knew. And after the fashion show, they broke out into this incredible dance. We had 4 awards. Ocean got his first award. Brian, we're going to have to reenactment down, when he comes. Ocean's coming in March for Oscars, but it was really super special. There was so many things that happened right.
that's great.
Yeah. So many things that happened right. It was a big one. I mean, you've got a 21-year-old for the first time with his first show. 5 pieces. That outfit right there, Ocean designed all of it. Lainey, you're gonna want those pants.
Ocean is amazing. He is absolutely the most amazing young man that I have ever met. He's just incredible. He's so talented, but he's also very mature, very soul-centered. And when you connect with him, like he just lit me up. He's like so genuine. And so this is so exciting. I'm so excited.
Can I just brag for a sec?
Yeah.
Well, I was going to the Cannes Film Festival and they sent me a pair of these pants that have like a wrap tie. And I was wearing them and I would have people walk up to me and just go, "Where did you get the pants?" So I'd just be like sending phone numbers to Deb of people who want to buy the pants because they're so cool and so comfortable and easy to travel in. I wore them on an airplane. I've, worn them walking around cities, and people would just be like, "Oh my God, where'd you get your pants?" And I'm just like, "They were made for me by Ocean Baker." So I can give you the number and you can get a pair.
Lainey was the first brave soul that was willing to wear Ocean's first pants that he ever made. So we were so grateful. I mean, what a way to come out of the gate for him. Like the first person that wears his clothes happens to be the Lainie Strouse that was on her way to the Cannes Film Festival to help Prince Albert or do his Prince Albert, right? Yes.
So one thing I want to say about women supporting women is, so I met Lainey through my friend Monique Lore, who is a dear friend of mine, and I fully support her. And she's actually coming to my house Thursday night for dinner. And then I talked to Lainey about her big Prince Albert event that she was doing. And then like Deb came up and she worked with Deb. And I'm like, women helping women, just people connecting people is so important. Like, because I wouldn't know these amazing women if it wasn't for like the one person who connected me to the next person that believed in me and like was like, "Okay, you're solid. Like, let me connect you to this person." And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Like that's why, like with my events, like, and not to bring up my events, but one of the things
not to bring them up, but I will.
bring them up, but I am. Things that I do
And you should. Yeah.
from any other event is the night before I do a whole sponsor meetup because I want the sponsors to meet each other. That's where the fucking shit goes down. Like I have told so many people about you, Deb. You're going to be bombarded.
Deb is the star, I guess.
All right, everybody.
It's like I want to see all of that business happening between all these women while I deal with the tables being hauled in. That's literally, and it's just the coolest thing.
Heather, give the social media glitch real quick. Go ahead.
My social media. Okay, Heather at Heather Marianna Instagram.
Lainie.
Lainie.Strouse at Lainie.Strouse and All Good Things Worldwide.
Deb?
Spell Strauss because people won't know how to spell it.
It's Strouse is the last name. First name is Lainie, Lainie. I know I'm tricking everybody. It's not an easy one.
We want people to find
Okay,
it.
I'm going to make this super easy. Everything and every way you can reach me, including right to my email, is at debdrummond.com. It's like one-stop shopping.
Carol?
At NeuroCoach Carol on Instagram. It's like neuroscience, NEURO, Coach Carol.
Terry?
It's Terry Marie Nonstop on all platforms.
Carla?
Carla Maria XOXO on everything.
And Washer, she's at events every night. I don't know how this woman does it.
I have to go to, it's like I'm going to the opening of a new creator studio tonight with just all the investors, the partners. So I'll get it together because I've been up since like 6 a.m. just going nonstop. So I'm like, okay, I got to pull it together.
And
Howard Wiggins.
It's Howard Wiggins Facebook, not the
did.
interior designer one, just plain and simple Howard Wiggins Facebook.
All right, Heather, real quick, last word.
Okay. Sorry, Howard. I was like, and you have been up since 6 o'clock, 4 o'clock in this morning, and your butt on that music video had me sending. I knew
I'm like, I don't even know. I'm like, people are like, when do you sing?
No, like
don't
literally,
know.
I commented on your Facebook, and I was like, how do I look like that?
Thank you.
All right, everybody.
Thank you, lady.
I got to thank all you young
Thank
ladies
you,
and
Brian.
Howard
Brian
for coming on.
Rockstar.
Marion.
And
Brian
I always say
Sebastian.
this. Have a good night tonight. A better day tomorrow. You see someone without a smile, please give them one of yours because the world needs it, really needs it. I'm Brian Sebastian. This is Movie Reviews and More, and we will see you next week.